Hi, and welcome back to English with Fliss. Today we'll be looking at the present continuous tense. But before we do that, please hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And this is a little shout out to Nadia La for requesting this video. So you will learn how and when to use the present continuous tense in your speech and writing. So what is it? The present continuous tense means that the verb is taking place now. If you don't know what verbs are, I will link that video in the top right hand corner for you. So what are they made of? So they all have a subject or pronoun, and they all have an am, are, or is connected with a verb. So I'll explain that a little bit better. I'll explain this table to you. So I am happy. It is sad. We are tired. So all those sentences that I just said then are all feelings that are happening right now for either I, yourself, she, he, or it, someone else, and then we, you, or they, a group of people. So let's look at more like action type verbs. I am walking. She is running. We are jumping. One thing you can't do is mix and match the pronouns to the second column, the am, are, is column. So what I mean by that is you can't mix I is running, okay? So I always goes with am, no matter what circumstance. He are walking. It doesn't make sense. So you is jumping. Again, it doesn't make sense. So remember, you can't mix and match the first two columns. All the verb words are fine wherever, but it's the first two columns that you can't mix and match. I commonly hear non-native speakers confuse the is and the are. So remember, when you're talking about two or more people, which is a group, you use are. But when you're talking about an individual, use is. But if you're talking about yourself, use am. Okay? So just to clarify, just a reminder, we are jumping. That is the correct way. Now we'll go through some more examples. I am reading. So remember, you are doing this action right now. You're doing it now. You're reading now. I am singing. It's happening now. I am playing. I am writing. I am listening. Now let's have a look at the pronouns for other people. So he is, she is, it is. He is reading. She is singing. It is playing. He is writing. It is listening. And she is smiling. Now let's have a look at the group of people. So we are, you are, they are. We are reading. You are singing. They are playing. We are writing. You are listening. They are smiling. So that is how we talk about the present continuous tense. Now we'll just include some negative present continuous tense. So all that changes here is the second column, and it doesn't really change except that we're adding the negative there, which is the word not. So I'll go through this with you again. I am not walking. So the negative means that it's not happening right now. Someone's asked, maybe someone's called you on the phone and they said, are you walking? And you would say, I am not walking. She is not running. They are not jumping. So let's have a look at some more examples of I am not. So I'm not reading. I'm not singing. So here I've changed the I am to I'm, which is a contraction of the two words I am. If you want to know more about contractions, I'll link that in the top right-hand corner for you. I am not playing. I'm not writing, I am not listening. With contractions, totally fine to use in speech, just not in formal writing, but I go through that in the contractions video, so I won't concentrate too much on that. Now we're looking at negative present continuous of he is. So I've done a separate slide for this, and you'll see why. I just note that I haven't added the not, he is not, to the title. It just took up too much space. So he is not reading. He isn't reading. He's not reading. So those three are all perfectly acceptable to say. They're all correct, but you can't say he's isn't reading because that doesn't make sense. If you pull those, if you separate those contractions, you would literally be saying he is not reading, and that doesn't make sense. So the one above that is saying, if we split that contraction, it would be he is not reading. Okay, so that's why we can't put those two contractions together in that red, the last line, the red. So he is not reading, he isn't reading, he's not reading. They're all perfectly acceptable. I've done the same thing with she is not as well. So she is not reading, she isn't reading, she's not reading. But again, you can't say she's isn't reading because it's not correct. It's not grammatically correct. Now we'll look at it is not. So it's not playing, it isn't playing, it is not playing. Again, you can't say it isn't playing, okay? It doesn't make sense. Also, this sentence is wrong too. It's not playing. You might be looking at it going, why is it wrong? Well, if you've looked at my contractions video, you will know, but I will briefly explain it now. So it's, the way you've written it there is the way it's written in the last line, is a possessive noun, okay? So it doesn't make sense because really it needs to be the contraction of it is not playing. Again, I go more into that in my possessive nouns video. I think that's what it's called. If not, I will still link whichever correct video it is in the top right-hand corner for you, so you can explore that some more. So now we'll look at the negative present continuous examples of we are not, you are not, they are not. So we are not happy, you are not singing, they are not angry, we are not writing, you are not listening, and they are not smiling. If you want to see these group words in contraction form, go check out my contractions video because I go into that a little bit more. I just wanted to focus more on the present continuous and negative present continuous for this video. So why don't you test yourself now? Read these sentences and fill in the gaps with which words of the second column should be in there. So the am, the are, and the is. So those are the words that are missing. So pause the video, write it down, have a go, and then press play when you're ready. Okay, hopefully you've paused the video, and here are the answers. Sorry, I didn't give much of a warning there. I kind of just switched slides, but hopefully you paused it anyway. So I am tired. It is hot. We are not cold. You are playing. I am laughing. We are funny. They are not frowning. Okay, how did you go? Now, one more, test yourself. So again, pause the video, read these sentences, write them down in your book, on your paper, whatever, and then practice it and press play when you're ready to find out the answers. So hopefully you've paused the video and we will check out the answers now. So she is reading. He is warm. It is stretching. We are painting. I am playing The Sims 4. We are watching a movie. They are not watching a movie. So how did you go with those little quizzes? Let me know in the comments down below. And in summary, the present continuous tense means that the verb is taking place now. It's happening right now. And those sentences include a subject / pronoun with a to be, which is the am, are, is, and a verb. So leave some sentence examples down below and I'll tell you if you were correct, or let me know how you went in the quiz, or if you have a video you would like made for you because something's confusing you or you just want to know a little bit more about it, let me know in the comments down below and I will make that video for you. Please don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.